BBC Radio Jersey.
Queen, I want to break free. Well, I think we all do, don't we, now and again? We all want to go off and have a bit of a holiday, a bit of a relax, get away from the sort of hamster wheel that we all seem to be on now and again. And I was saying to you earlier, wasn't I? As soon as Christmas has finished, the New Year sales are over, the adverts start, don't they, on the TV for summer holidays. And I suppose if you need to get the leave booked, if you can only get away in school holidays, and of course you need to plan financially as well, booking early has its advantages. But where are you going to go? Maybe you've decided already, but otherwise, who decides for you? Who sort of puts those images in your mind that this is the place you need to be? Well, we've been following it for a little while. We've been chatting about different aspects of it, and the World Travel Market has just taken place in London. Jersey was there, actually, and some findings have just come out showing what trends are emerging for next year. And joining me on the show is Paul Nelson. Hello, Paul.
Hello.
Hi, just remind us, if you would, about the World Travel Market and what it is and who it's for.
So, World Travel Market is a 4-day business exhibition where more than 50,000 of the global travel industry's most senior executives will come along for 4 days of real intense business negotiations that ultimately decide where we all go on holiday next year. So the holidays we'll see in the shop windows and in the brochures and on the websites are all negotiated and concluded over the 4 days of World Travel Market. And over those 4 days, there's £2.5 billion worth of industry deals agreed.
Goodness me. So it's up to countries, is it, to sort of put themselves forward, come up with new ideas, to the sort of the package holiday companies, that sort of thing. So it's everybody sort of meeting together and coming up with the solutions.
That's it, yeah. So the countries and the destinations are our exhibitors, and they will court and almost fight, if you like, to talk to those buyers from the travel agents and the tour operators and the websites that we all book on, so they can get distribution, through their shops and through their websites and in the brochures, because ultimately that's how we all decide to go on holiday.
Yeah, indeed, yes. So what are the findings then? What sort of things have come out of this trends report?
Well, we're seeing that more people are travelling more often, which is obviously brilliant for the travel industry. The optimism at World Travel Market over the past 4 days has been amazing. There's been a real buzz, and the number of deals have been signed, as I mentioned earlier, £2.5 billion worth of deals, which is an increase from 2.2 billion last year. So it shows that how we are travelling more often, and it's just brilliant optimism, and the country's all battling to kind of get that distribution. So the trends are basically that we'll be travelling more often to more places.
What about I understand those cost carriers sort of still continue to be one of the most successful sort of sectors.
Yeah, very much so. Obviously, it's a business model that came in around the mid-90s as the internet started to explode, and it's really reduced the cost base. It's opened travel up to many, many more people, and it's a key driver of that trend I was talking about. More people travelling more often because the costs are lower, and they're also flying from many more regional airports. So it's not a matter of having to go to big cities such as London or Manchester. You can fly from your regional airport on your low-cost airline, and it just makes travelling abroad and going on holiday so much more convenient.
When it comes to mobile technology, I mean, and we're all booking our holidays online, or we've got our mobile apps. Are the days of the travel agent dead?
Not at all. This has been said for quite a long time within the travel industry that the travel agent is dead, but it's up to the travel agent to embrace that technology and use that technology as a way to make the experience within the shops even more enjoyable and even more productive. So a lot of the major travel agents actually use their websites within the shop, so the travel agents will act as a guide through the website, if you like, because I don't know about you, but it's brilliant to be able to book on the internet and do all your research, but sometimes it just feels like there's too much choice, and again you want that level of expertise, that person that knows the resort and knows the hotel and knows the different destinations, and that's where the travel agent comes in, because unless you've been to that resort or you've been to that hotel, you don't really know past the pictures and the description and the video that you've got. But the travel agent, they can really play a role there.
And also, perhaps again, it's through networking at an event like the World Travel Market. I mean, I've just been to Los Angeles and went through a travel agent, and they do deals with the hotel. So I couldn't have got it any cheaper, even if I'd actually gone to the hotel direct. So often there are deals to be had through travel agents.
Exactly. It's those deals that take place here over the 4 days of World Travel Market, where the buyers from the travel agencies and the tour operators are coming in, talking to the destinations and selling their distribution. And if you've got shops on the high street and you've got a website as well, and you're printing brochures, and that variety of distribution just allows you the opportunity to get the best deal.
So where are we looking at new destination-wise? I mean, we almost feel like, they're already talking about going to the moon. It sounds like we've exhausted planet Earth, but are there new sort of trendy places coming up?
Oh, there are many. I mean, there are 186 countries and regions that are exhibiting at World Travel Market this year, and there are quite some obscure new exhibitors that we have. So one has been and has caused quite a stir is North Korea exhibiting here for the first time. And
wow.
Yeah, so, a tour operator which is offering tours into North Korea, and that's caused quite a buzz and quite a stir. And then alongside that, we've got Saudi Arabia, which is again exhibiting for the first time. So it's seen the success that Dubai and Oman and a lot of its other neighbours in the Middle East has had with tourism, and is looking to develop its tourism industry. So it's here for the first time to look to strike those deals. And then even Myanmar, which obviously is a new destination which has been in the news quite a bit recently, and that's here again for the first time, looking to strike deals. And then we've even got destinations again which might surprise you, like Iraq, which has been at World Travel Market for the past 3 or 4 years.
That does surprise me, to be honest.
But it's there, looking to try to develop its tourism infrastructure to then give it the opportunity to become a tourism destination. And Libya is another one. It's got the longest coastline in the Mediterranean, so we most certainly have not exhausted opportunities for tourism on planet Earth.
And I suppose with destinations like that, again, going through travel agents, going on guided tours, because countries like that, they're not going to want you to wander off into wherever. So they probably need you to. So it's always sort of good, isn't it, to go with a guide or with a tour to somewhere that's perhaps a little politically sensitive, say. Yeah,
most definitely. If you're going to go to some of those countries, then you're going to want some expertise in your booking to make sure you book in the right area, and you're going to want to make sure that you've got some support when you're on the ground, because these countries are great places to go to, and it's great to be one of the first people of your friends to visit such a country and open your eyes to their culture. You're definitely going to want to make sure that you've got some support, and that's where a really good travel agent, a tour operator can help.
So anyway, grabbed your attention, Paul. Where are you planning for next year?
Quite short haul wise, I'm a big fan of Croatia. I think Croatia's a really nice country. It's got some lovely, beautiful islands. They're almost idyllic, almost unspoilt, and they're really, really growing in popularity. Croatia is a country which its stand size has increased as it's signed more and more deals over the last few years. And another region that I'm really, really kind of quite an advocate of, but it's very different, is Flanders, which is the region of Belgium where the First World War took place, and the history tours.
Did an interview with Visit Flanders about that. Interesting.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I've been there and kind of been in the trenches and been to the museums, and it's really fascinating. We'll all have someone or know a relative or had a relative that would have fought in the First World War, so we've all got a link to it, and it's really fascinating. And then on top of that, the beer's really good as well.
Beer and chocolate, that's exactly what she said. All right. Okay, Paul, well, it's great to chat with you. Thank you very much indeed for bringing us up to date. So when is it the World Travel Market still on? When does it finish?
Finishes today. So today's the last of the 4 days. So all the buyers and the exhibitors are just, wrapping up and dotting the I's and crossing the T's of those big business deals.
Excellent. All right, good to chat with you. Thanks very much indeed for your time today. Bye. That's Paul Nielsen live from the World Travel Market in London.